Joining us now to review some of the headlines of today's newspapers from around the world is Arise News analyst Emmanuel Ifene. Good morning, Emmanuel.
Good morning, Ruben.
I hope you have not been having issues with family loans.
I dread loans like a plague. Good morning, Rufai.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tundu.
Good morning, Mr. Fede.
Yes. Now, let's start with
You didn't call the full names.
Ruben, relax.
We're going straight to it this morning.
Well, Michael Wilson says we should calm down.
Yes. Now, the lead story of these days newspapers. Northern elders joined Clamour for restructuring, says Nigeria failing. That's the view of the Northern Elders Forum. And I think the presidency, they have a description for this body, usually referred to as a Lone Ranger. If I may quote Femi Adesina, the presidential spokesman. But what they are saying, like many other Nigerians, calling for restructuring as a way to halt what they see as a drift in the nation's movement towards the abyss, if you will. But let's look at what other newspapers are reporting. Now, the Punch newspaper, I don't want to call this another Punch. The lead story, Nigerian economy unstable, directionless under Buhari, says Economic Society. That's the Nigerian Economic Society, speaking there through the president, Professor Sarah Anyanwu. Now, Nigeria's debt fast becoming unsustainable may reach 34 trillion naira. That's according to the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and they are warning. Economic Advisory Council parades the best 11 economists. That's the presidency responding to the Nigerian Economic Society. What the Nigerian Economic Society is saying is that, look, because you don't have economists in the economic management team of the president, hence we are seeing this directionless movement under President Muhammadu Buhari. But the retort of the presidency is that, look, we have an advisory council, and the members of that advisory council are the first 11 of Nigerian economists you can think of. But we must make distinction between management team of the government and an advisory council. I think they are different. And in terms of their input, they are different. We need not confuse both. Now, the Vanguard newspaper. COVID-19 hit states IGR as IMF allays fears. Reverses GDP projection on Nigeria from minus 5.4% contraction to minus 3.4%. As states records 26.5% decline in revenue. Now, the Guardian newspaper, Nigeria's The Guardian newspaper, tough funding options for teachers' new salary. Ministry yet to get proper brief on new pay. We are still digesting the policy, says Finance Ministry. Implementation, not now. Well, the day after the good news, the sweet talks at the World Teachers' Day, now the hard part. Where is the money going to come from? Were there enough consultations? Finance Ministry not yet briefed. And of course, we know that state governors are already kicking. You cannot just make policies that will increase our monthly salary bill without consulting us. Well, let's move on. The Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Federal government orders fresh probe into alleged 2.67 billion naira school feeding scandal. Nigerians are waiting to hear the outcome of this probe. The Daily Times of Nigeria states IGR will shrink by 11.7% as debt portfolio nears 34 trillion naira. Now, the Daily Sun newspaper, insecurity. Governor Zulum taunts army, charges soldiers to leave Ondo election and face Boko Haram. Yes, this is one issue that I'm sure will attract further comments and reaction in the days ahead. Daily Independent newspaper, tension in Ondo ahead of Goba polls, INEC laments. Asks parties candidates to abide by peace accord. Governor Akeredolu refuses Agbola's peace handshake. Why should there be handshake in this period of pandemic? The MC bungled that yesterday when he asked the candidates to embrace and shake themselves. We don't do that in this period. Akeredolu rightly raises two elbows in salute to other candidates. Now, the Daily Trust newspaper, SARS excesses fester. Special squad can be scrapped. Force headquarters. Impunity reigns despite several reforms. Why reforms failed? Ex-AIG, ex-Assistant Inspector General of Police. What is happening in the foreign newspapers? Now, the UK, coronavirus. The Times of UK, Swine virus rise leaves Britain on lockdown alerts. Cases, deaths, hospital admissions up sharply. Admissions in hospital also rise. Crisis overshadows Prime Minister's Tory conference speech. While the Guardian newspaper of UK, universities scrapping face-to-face teaching as student infections soar. Yes, many universities, at least 80 universities in the UK, have reported at least 5,000 confirmed cases of coronavirus infection among students and lecturers alike. Now, the Daily Telegraph, how to deal with this matter, cabinet split over tougher lockdown. Now, there's a cabinet row which threatens to throw an overhaul of the local lockdown rules into disarray because the affected cities warn that the current measures, despite lockdown in these affected cities, the cases are rising.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Finney, for all the wonderful stories. We would have loved to chat on them, but there is no time for that. But thank you so much all the same. That's all the news headlines. We'll take a short break now. When we return, we shall be linking up with our studios in Abuja to kick off the discussion on restructuring with Professor Usman Yusuf. Do join us after now.